Good afternoon, wherever you are, and welcome to live coverage right here at the Raymond E. Gishad Stadium, Technical Center, as it's called. And it's our Sunday matches for week 3 of the Angular Football Association Male Senior Tournament for 2022. And we're going to kickstart this afternoon with the Attackers FC. They will be playing this afternoon against the Spartans FC. Attackers FC, they are in their traditional blue. Spartans FC in their change strip of pink, or purple, sorry. And this will be our first match for this evening, for this afternoon, for today. Our second game will feature the Diamonds FC versus the Docks United. Our officials are in the middle. And this match will be officiated by the veteran in Mr. Trevor Rose. He will be assisted by Kerwin Benjamin and Hilton Albert. And the fourth official is Shelisha. It's going to be an interesting game. Both of these teams are coming off of losses. The Attackers, after their opening encounter, ended in a 1-1 draw. They came up against the Limers FC and lost the match some 2-1, especially in the dying stages of things. The Spartans FC, they would have only played one match so far for this year's competition. And while they would have went ahead in the early stages, opening the scoring, they eventually lost the match some 4-1 in favor of the Uprising FC. So it's going to be tit for tat here, as both of these teams will be certainly looking to see how best they can at least get 3 points out of this game here this afternoon. And we've seen where the Attackers, they have make some changes in terms of their goalkeeping. Tittle, he has given way to the new goalkeeper, and I think he hails from TNT. We are still awaiting the team sheets and the final lineup of the teams as it's been made available to us. We certainly will be giving you the starting lineups of both teams for this evening's encounter. So it's week 3 of the Angular Football Association 2022 season, and we have seen some interesting matches, some hard-fought games from the team so far. We've seen lots of goals as well. We've seen lots of goals, and I think I'm seeing a new addition to the Attackers lineup in that of Mason. Yes, Mason is one of those players who actually came over from the Enforcers FC, that's the police. I think this will be his first match, if I'm not mistaken. We've got the veteran number 10, Terence Casa-Rogers. He's wearing the captain's armband today. And it appears as though Javier Brooks, number 14 player, will be centralizing the Attackers' defense. Carl was given his marching orders, Coloni, and we'll see what's in store here for both of these teams. Still early days in the competition. Your commentator this afternoon is none other than Tony Fleming, Daddy Tones. Yes, and I'll be bringing you the ball-by-ball coverage as it unfolds here. So just the necessary preliminary checks just to finalize from officials. Both the tasks have been taken, and we are just about to get this game on the go. Both teams would have finally talked over their strategy for what they will want to do, especially at the start of this first half, and they are just waiting to get that final whistle now to kickstart this game. So we want to thank you again, and we say good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are taking our coverage on AI Live. We appreciate your time. We appreciate your viewership, and we really want to thank you for the time being, for being with us from since we would have commenced our broadcast. We're hoping that you are enjoying what's been shown so far, and I can tell you that there are lots of stuff in store in the works that we'll certainly bring to date to have you to be even enjoying the viewing more than you are at the moment. Small crowd in here this afternoon. I'm certainly sure that at later state of the day, we will see much more persons coming into the stands as the evening goes along. And we are just hoping to see some really good football here this afternoon. And we do hope that you will enjoy as you have a look. So it's going to be attackers. They will be taking the first pass. And here goes the whistle. Start the game. Chips over and is cut out there by the defender, but here is that the number one. It seems as though he has just picked up just a knock, and yes, seems as though he's just favoring just a little knock, so to speak. It's going to be a throw-in for the Spartans FC. Got the still taken quickly, number 14, Rouse. And the ball goes into touch for a goal kick there to the attackers team. So the attackers teams read Kurtzen Bade, number 1, number 3, Alexis Blackwell, number 14, Javel Brooks, number 16, Khalid Brooks, number 11, Randy Gomez, number 23, Hassani Mason, number 2, Shaquai Reed, number 9, Cardine Rennie, number 7, Kadeem Riley, number 10, Terrence Rogers, number 17, Chadwick Samuels, number 8, Rashim Thompson. That's the lineup for the Attackers FC, and it's going to be a free kick just about 3-4 yards from the half circle and the 18 yards back, and over the ball. It looks as though it's going to be the player in the person of, well, he's wearing the number 5 shirt, and that one is a wasted free kick there. That looked like Thomas George taking the free kick and hitting it way over the bar. No harm to the keeper there in the attacker's goal. The Spartans teams read Tariq Brooks, number 3, number 6, Thomas George, Number 25, Mario Hodge. Number 13, Tagrel Louisi. Number 17, Jaheim Lynch. And here is a break momentary, but it's the attackers and the attack, the number 7 player. Just showing it just a little bit too much there, and it was the defender there that's Thomas George, number 6 defender, to the rescue, putting it into touch for a free kick, a corner kick, sorry, to be taken by Beard, left-footed Beard. And not as good as a free kick as he would like, but the number 10 player there in Terrence Rogers getting a shot at goal, but no trouble there to the keeper. Here is attackers. They're trying to build mountain attack, but there's a hastily clearance there by the number 12 player for the Spartans. That's Miguel Walker. Corner kick taken quickly. Ball cross coming over, headed away there, only to find the boot of the attackers player, but loses out. Here is attackers again on the attack. Chadwick Samuels. He has some speed, but not speedy enough to catch that one. And as I continue with the starting lineup, number 13, Tagrel Louise, number 17, Jaheim Lynch, number 10, Terrence Rogers. Here is Spartans trying to build from the back. Good move there by Rogers. Boots the ball upfield. Headed away by Javier Brooks. Here's Rogers. Beard trying to tread the needle, but just a little too far forward for the striker there, and that ball going into touch for a goal kick to the Spartans team. George with it. Rogers. Rouse miscontrol. And Samuels getting in the way of Brooks. Here is Bade dribbling to his left. Passes. It's good ball movement there from the attackers, FC. Blocked there by number 21 there, number 3 losing out there, and here is Spartans, but giving it away to Rashim, and it's a shot and goal, and youngster, the keeper in the Spartans goal, number collected nicely. Bid shot and goal again, and it's going to be an infringement there, but the goalkeeper there in the Spartans goal almost making a meal of it. At least that should have been one goal into the back of the net there, but the first attack there for the attackers, they just took just a little too long to tap that ball into it, and it was Chadwick, and he has a judge to be an infringement there, and Chadwick. Here is Rogers trying to find Samuels, but not getting the connection and the direction right. Rouse trying to dribble and running out of space, but winning a throw there to the Spartans FC. Here is Brooks trying to find, is that Bid? Here is Rouse. Little bit of clustered play here. This Bid cutting, running back and cutting that one out. Bad pass there by Rogers, trying to go long, but not getting the height. This could be serious, but Rouse making a meal of things there, and Still too anxious. Good work there for Khalid Brooks. Nicely chipped over there for the number 7 player there for Spartans. Showing a little bit of skill there. And it's going to be a free kick there. Yes, the player there in Rogers didn't feel too kindly about getting beat there and excessive force, giving away a free kick. Uh, Somewhat challenging possession there for the Spartans FC. We will want to see whether or not the Attackers FC and Bade will make full use of this free kick. Here we see kick coming over, but headed away there by Rogers, only to find the boot of Bade, who tried to control momentarily, and that's going to be an infringement again. A nice good work there by Bade. A little bit closer this time, and he will want to get some more height on that one. We've got players on the far pole, and it's nicely taken free kick, but the referee Rose is saying, well, wait for my whistle. Just a little bit of, here is Bade again, looking to repeat. Headed away there by the Spartans FC. Bade collects, nicely chips over, beats one, beats two, trying to get through a third, but not successful in doing so. Here is Attackers still, number 7. And at the moment, the Spartans are certainly living dangerously there. Shot coming in on goal, but just hitting the post. Cleared away, throw taken quickly. And it's an infringement again. So that getting to break their spaces, the Spartans FC, under some pressure. But the Attackers don't have anything to show for it yet. Here we see a cross coming in nicely. Head going up. And idea was right from Brooks, but I think not heading into the ground and causing that bounce to go over the bar, and would have preferred to maybe want to head that one flush into the back of the net. Trying to go far side, not getting it the way he wanted to, and over the bar for a goal kick. Here is goal kick taken, headed away there by Javid. Miscontrol there by Rogers, but referee Rose has spotted an infringement there on the part of the number 21 for Spartans FC. That's Giovanni Victory. Here is free kick taken, and the referee in the assistant referee Benjamin keeping his flag up, but ignored by referee Rose. So taken quickly there by Attackers, cut out there by Spartans. Still trying to string some passes together. It's Miguel Walker. Cut out there by Rashim. Rashim cuts back, and it's with Brooks now. Brooks finds Bade. Bade finds Rashid again. Back to Bade. Nice 1-2, but cleared away there by the Spartans FC. Picked up there by number 10, who squeezed back to Mason, playing in defense. There's a chip coming over to Samuels. Not using it as well as he should, and Samuels losing it, and Spartans have to clear, but I certainly think that Samuels could have done a lot better with that one, and looking to find space but not getting and not allowing to get the space that he was looking for, and giving the ball away. Luckily, winning throwing from it to be taken by Bade. Long throw over, heads going up. And there's Rogers trying to come to, but be it a shot on goal and wide. It's going to be a goal kick. Good attempt, but just wide. So we are 13 minutes. We're into the 13th minute of play. Thomas George boots the ball upfield, and Rose certainly running out of bound. It's going to be a throw in there to the Attackers FC. Here is Mason. Finds Beard. Cuts to his left. Nice 1-2 pass. Nice chip over. This should be trouble. But keeper coming and collecting nicely. Here's Beard picking up the ball again. And this nice true ball there, but in tight quarters. Number 3 there for the Alexis Blackwell for the there is Mason, number 21, trying to go around Mason. Brooks picks up, cuts back, finds, is that Bade to Blackwell to Samuels, but snuffed out there. And Rose, well, not Rose, that's the number 21 player there for the Salsa Ballers. Victory. Losing it. The ball so taken quickly. Here is number 10, Rogers. Samuels, he's speedy, but he's faced by George. Picks up. Here's Rogers. Dummies it for Blackwell. Blackwell squeeze to, that's Bade. Ball is with Rashim, given away there, but nice work there by Rashim. Here is Bade on the other side of the field. Looks up and being hounded there. And it's going to be a corner kick. Again, corner kick for the Attackers. This is some 3 or 4 corners now they have picked up. Have not served them well to get anything from them, so to speak. But the Spartans team are under immense pressure, basically playing in their defensive third. Here is the corner kick taken. Brooks going up for a head, but this challenge there. Here is Brooks, not getting around the player, losing out there. Chips up to the field. Here is Khalid Brooks. Khalid making a mess of it and giving it away. Devante Rose. Devante Rose is speedy, but he's going to run out of areas for playing as he was chased back there by, is that Blackwell? Boots the ball, finds Thomas George. George finds the number 10 player, trying to thread the needle, giving it away. Is Rogers trying to find Brooks, and I probably could have done better with that pass. Was Brooks, 2 players there, not handling the pass well at all, giving a throwing there to Spartans FC. Here is Walker. Walker has been challenged, and it's going to be a throw-in in the attacking third of the Spartans FC. Here is number 10, Javon Richards. And ball goes into touch for a goal kick. 18th minute of play, still 0-0. Kick taken quickly. Here is Rogers. He looks up, finds Samuels. Samuel back to Brooks. Brooks back to Rogers. And Rogers trying to play that long ball over. Certainly not getting the height in it. It's the Spartans. Given away again. So we've seen a lot of exchanges from both teams. Here is Walker trying to find a player on their number 25 on the far side of the field in the person of Mario, but not able to handle it. And the ball going into touch for a goal kick there to the spot for the Attackers FC. So if you have just joined us, Attackers FC, they're playing in the blue and white strip. And they are coming up against the Spartans this afternoon. Nice trip over. This could be trouble here for the Spartans FC. We've got some 3 players on the front line. Here is that Reed trying to dribble into the middle, finds Rogers, but Rogers just gave it away. And here is Rose again, not taking his time. Rogers with you. He finds, that's Bade. Bade finds Shakwai, number 9, loses out, and the ball is being put into touch. Therefore, a throw-in. So if attackers would certainly want to try to tighten up on their passes, been given some good options, but final passes been found wanting. Here is Brooks all the way to the far side to that's Khalid Brooks. Here is Blackwell, finds Bade. Bade's back to Blackwell. Nice ball to Samuels, but Samuels, that's certainly a tight one. But the AR there in the Benjamin is saying that Samuels is been in an offside position. That's, yeah, certainly you'll want to have that one back. But nevertheless, referee Rouse has made a call, and it's a spot kick headed away there by Brooks, only as far as Walker, number 12. He's been challenged there by Bade. Here is number 25, Mario, but Rashim is with him, and it's going to be a throw in there to the Spartans FC. '21st minute of play, still 0-0 in our first encounter here this afternoon. And it's going to be a handball on Rashid. It's going to be a free kick just on the edge of the 18 yards box of the defensive third there for the attackers. And we can see the goalkeeper in goal giving some direction, making sure that he has his wall set correctly. And it's going to be the number 6 player in Thomas George again. It appears as though he is the regular spot kick, free kick taker for the Spartans FC. Shot, free kick taken, but going up the head was Brooks, missing it. The ball is with Rouse now. Rouse tries to cross, finds Samuels. Samuels heading away only to find the boots of George. Here is Reed, number 9, dribbles to his right, find Blackwell, but Blackwell miscontrols. And here is Mario, number 25. He's been challenged there by Rashid. Rashid trying to miscued pass there. This could be dangerous there from the defense of the Spartans FC. And certainly he's going to be in an offside position there. That looks like the player there, in the number 25 player there, Reed Mario. And so it's still 0-0. While attackers would have had the better of the play, they haven't gotten anything to show for it yet. As is Bade, nice pass there. Here is Reed finding, is that Bade. Nice cross, but missing The heads going up there from the number 7 player. Ball is still with Samuels. Just taking a little too long there was Blackwell. Here's a shot and goal, but it goes over the bar, and goal kick there to the Spartans FC. So I'm seeing the attackers FC have been putting themselves in some really good position, but not finishing as they would want to. Free kick taken quickly. George trying to dribble. And I think that's a bailout call, if you ask me, because dribbling and losing was George, but the referee showed giving that one away. And it's free kick taken quickly, heads going up. And Beard trying to find Rasheen, but missing out there is Walker. Tries to dribble, but only finding Blackwell. Blackwell finding Samuels, and the two players tussling here with Samuel. And taking a year and a day on the ball and not realizing that Rogers, the number 7 player, who seems as though he would have picked a knock up and is not trying to running out. Yeah. So it's going to be a throw-in into the 25th minute of play. Still 0-0 between these two teams. To take in quickly. That's Brooks. Finds Blackwell. Crosses. And heading away there. Rogers, not sure what Casa was trying to do there at all, but here is Rose. Speedy Mason trying to use all his skills and his frame to not allow the number 14 in the Devante Rose to get by him, and able to do so, putting that one into touch for a throw in there to the Spartans FC. Ball color there by Brooks, with one back there by number Briz Brooks again, only finding the boot of Miguel, and he's having a long shot at goal, but that one is way wide. No trouble to the goalkeeper there at all. We can take it quickly. Here is that bid. Boots up the field. Samuel find Brooks. Brooks releasing Samuels, but Thomas George is there and just boots that one out for a throw-in. It's going to be Bade, who's coming across now to possibly take a long throw into the box. But there are only 2 attackers there. He's got Blackwell, who he finds. Blackwell finds Brooks. Brooks beats the man, trying to find Rogers, not getting it, and the ball is being cleared way into touch for a corner kick there to the Attackers FC. A corner kick again for the Attackers FC. Corner taken quickly. Samuels more or less trying to head, and all shot taken. Nice move there by the number 3 player there in Blackwell. Shot taken, cleared partially, only as far as number 21. Here is Rogers trying to back heel, but not getting the flick as well. The ball is with Mason. He finds Khalid Brooks. Khalid Brooks finds Blackwell. Blackwell dribbles back, finds Mason. Mason's to Javil Brooks. Javil Brooks to Kurtzon Bade. Bade to Blackwell. Blackwell trying to find Rogers, who is using his body to shield. I'm not sure what he was doing there. And all the time in the world to at least turn on that ball, with running out of space and missing it Here is a long pass. Rogers. Here is Blackwell. That's certainly going to be a handball. So it's handball call on the number 3 player there for the Spartans FC in the person of Tyreek Brooks. And it's going to be Kadeem Riley taking a shot with the ball going over the bar. It's going to be a goal kick there to the Spartans FC. Playing it from the back. Boots the ball up. Finds the boot of Bade. Lake plays 1-2 back to Bade. Bade dribbling in nicely. Having a shot at goal, but well saved there by the goalkeeper. Yes, well saved by the goalkeeper there, but it was a powerful left shot drive there from the corner, and equal to the task was the goalkeeper there. His corner kick taken quickly. Bade turns nicely, and there's a shot on goal, but just obscuring the goalkeeper there. Do you see a chance still, but living dangerously and pushing it away. Here is Miguel. Boots the ball upfield, but that player there in Rose certainly way in an offside position and has been flagged. But on 3 occasions we would have seen where the ball should have been placed into the back of the net, but Tucker's not doing so at all. Here is Bade. Squares finds Blackwell. Blackwell looks up, chips, trying to find Samuels, but headed away there by Alric Rogers. Here's Bade showing some nice skills, finding Reed, and Reed having a shot at goal, but keeper just moving to his left and collecting. Tosses it out, trying to find Rouse, but not getting the power. And the ball has been cleared into touch for a throw in there to the Attackers FC in the 30th minute of play. Still 0-0. Brooks. Chips trying to chip the ball over, but blocked. Brooks finding Bade. Bade to Samuel. It's Blackwell. Riley to Rashim, but trying to find the unrushing striker there, but a ball just a little too hard and going into touch for a goal kick there to the Spartans FC. You're seeing here where the number 20 player there in here is Khalid, find Bade. Bade snuffed out there by number 15. And there's Mason losing out there to number 21. He looks back, finds Rose. Rose slips a bit and loses. And here is that's Blackwell, number 3. Nice, pushing forward there, finds Riley. Riley finds Reed. Well, trying to find Reed, but Reed in an offside position, and this time not getting the call right. And it's an offside kick there for the Spartans FC. George booting the ball upfield, only as far as Terence Castle Rogers. Castle Rogers giving the ball away again. Here is Miguel Walker trying to dribble to his right, but loses out there. And here is Hilton over on that side. Javante was certainly in an outside position, but Rose was certainly not. But so we've seen some real mishaps here from the ARs. Here is attackers. It's a Bade. Dribbles to his left. Finds Rogers. Rogers looking up, and that's going to be an easy call. Reed not looking up, not really seeing where the player is at all. We've seen lots of offside here. Ball kick taken quickly. Rogers finds Blackwell. Blackwell finds Beard. Beard to Rogers. Rogers chips trying to chip over but losing out. This time he finds is that card in, and the ball is headed into touch. So it's going to be another corner kick for the attackers. And certainly, by my knowledge of counting, that's probably maybe about the sixth corner kick by now. And they're not serving them as well as they would like. Have nothing to show for them as yet. We're into the 35th minute of play. Still 0-0. It's Attackers FC versus the Spartans FC. Attackers playing in the blue, Spartans playing in the purple. Yeah, we see corner kick take on. My head's going up. Javil again, getting the height, getting the height and the head on the ball, but not getting the direction correctly. Free kick taken. Miscontrol. There's Blackwell picked up. Find Rogers. Rogers again trying to find Samuels. And there's a shot on goal. But ball, the keeper diving and not getting anything on it. Well, didn't get anything on it. Ball going wide for a goal kick. What a good effort there from Samuels. But he would want to be putting that one on target. George booting the ball out, but only to find Brooks. And he is being challenged from behind, and Rouse giving away a free kick there. Free kick taken, and it's going to be another corner kick. Another corner kick. Let's see whether or not attackers can capitalize on this. And this one, we want to. Again, corner kick wasted, if you would ask me. It's in the 37th minute of play, still 0-0. While attackers have created the better of the chances, they have not really caused any stir. Here is Rose trying to beat. Is that Riley there? But ball going out. Here's just to taken quickly. Blackwell, nice control. And he got blocked there by Rose, and eventually had to put it into touch. Was Blackwell. And it's a throwing there. Throwing taken quickly. Trying to find Miguel. Miguel is being challenged here by Mason. Mason coming away with it. Miguel having a cross, but only to find the player in Books there. Here is Books again. Finds Bade. Bade goes forward to Cardine. Cardine trying to find Samuel. He's speedy. And it was Thomas George there clearing. And it's going to be another corner kick for the attackers. And I've been interesting to check with my statistician, the man Livington Clifton, to see how many corners attackers would have amassed in this first half so far. You can feel a little bit disappointed that they haven't really used them well. Corner kick taken, heads going up, partially cleared there by the Spartans. And Blackwell in trying to control under some pressure loses it there, but it's going to be a throw in there to the Attackers FC. Clearance coming in by Khalid Brooks. He finds Blackwell, and it's going to be a throw-in. Blackwell is challenged here by Rouse. Blackwell with the throw. Brooks looks up, tries to chip the ball over, but only to find the head of the Spartans defender. Here is Miguel. He is been chased there by Beard. Miguel is being chased by Beard, and a good, nice positioning of the body there by Beard, getting his body between the ball and the man and winning it easily. Here is attackers with Rogers. Rogers finds Riley. Riley dribbles and just probably here is a chip coming over, and the keeper in goal, equal to the task, tosses it out nicely to Rashid. Ball is with Brooks. Bade picks up, finds Rashid. Rashid's find Cardine. Cardine trying to find Samuels, but only to find the head of Thomas George. Here is Bade this time. He picks up, finds Blackwell. Blackwell chips nicely. And it's certainly, yeah, the AR judged on our side. That certainly, yeah, certainly one that can be had back. It's a kick coming over and finding the head of Brooks. Samuels collects, trying to find Rogers, but only to find that's Walker. And the player there was streaming going forward full speed. But here is the number 10 player for Spartans. Find Walker. Walker finds, is that Mario? And Mario, those players are actually virtually living in the area. Free kick taken quickly. Here is Bade. Finds Cardine. Cardine looks up, trying to chip the ball over. Samuel is speedy. Is he going to get it? But no. Ball goes into touch, and it's going to be a goal kick to the Spartans. We almost have played 45 minutes of play. It's still deadlock between these two teams. Free kick taken. Here's Rose. And misses everything. The ball going to touch for a throw-in. Rogers. Here is Blackwell. George boots it out. Not a lot there was Samuels. So he probably could have gotten that one. It's going to be a throw-in. Riley is with the ball. He throws quickly to Blackwell. Blackwell looks up and having a shot at goal, but the ball goes wide of the left upright and into touch for a goal kick there to the Spartans FC. Still 0-0. We are into the 43rd minute of play. Here is number 10 in an effort to play. I've handled the ball and called. So here is Rogers. He is over the ball. I'm wondering if you're going to take that kick, Rogers, you probably could have gone a little earlier, just before they would have set up, but not done so. Here is it taken by Brooks quickly. Here is Riley, dribbles past one, and winning a corner. So kicking on the edge of the 18-yard box, and is a shot and goal from Beard, but blocked by the Spartans. Play Riley dribbling in, and well, well, yeah, certainly. Let's get a corner kick to the Spartan, the attackers, sorry. Nicely taken free kick, heads going up, and well, Rogers been bundled off the ball. It was not, it's not, no, that's not Rogers, but the player that been bundled off the ball there. Well, not bundled off of it, but, couldn't handle the pressure and putting it into touch for another corner kick there. That's the number 3, Tyreek Brooks. Yeah, and not handling it well under the pressure and giving another corner kick away. The attackers would want to count this one at least for half time. Two-man game, they've been played by Beard and Brooks. It's a shot on goal, but nice a shot taken on goal there, but just skimming outside the right to keep us out upright, and a little bit more curve, and it might have been in business. So we have played the 45 minutes of play, and we've been given a minute added time. You see the ball moved over. Thomas George finds Khalid. Khalid loses out to Miguel, and it's going to be a foul on Miguel and Khalid, sorry. Thomas George with a big kick over. That one is going to run into touch. And that's going to be goal kick there. And, well, won't be able to be taken, but that's the end of 45 minutes. At the end of 45 minutes, it's Attackers FC playing in the blue and white, nil. Spartans FC in the purple and white, nil. We do hope that you enjoy the first half. We've still got another 45 minutes to play for you. Both of these teams are certainly looking for their first win of this year's competition. We're into week 3. Until you get the cue in about 10 minutes time, we will send you back to Master Control. Good afternoon and welcome back to our first encounter, our first match for this evening. It's the Spartans FC versus the Attackers FC, and we have played 45 minutes of play, and we're still deadlocked at 0-0. You can say the better chances certainly would have fallen to the Attackers FC. They've created quite a number of chances, gotten a number of corners, but have not gotten anything to show for it. As I say, welcome and good evening to Voice of Choice. Millington, good evening, welcome.
Good evening, Tony. Thank you very much. It's a pleasure being with you again.
Yes, and there's Spartans with their second half kickoff, playing in the purple and white stripes. Millington.
Well, offside call very early against Hodge. As we see the primetime game, players are showing up and they are all here. It is going to be a big one, Tony. Ducks United taking on Diamonds FC.
Yes. Well, we've seen the Ducks getting the better of the Diamonds FC in last year's tournament. We'll see whether or not they certainly would have gone back to the drawing board and have different ideas. But it's with Bade. He goes to Brooks. Brooks finds Bade. Just loses out there to the number 10 player there for Spartans FC. So both of these teams have come out in the second half, Millington, and have looked a lot more purposeful, especially the team in the purple. Here is again that man, the danger man Riley, with that left foot, and having a shot and goal, but just beating the upright Millington.
Well, I think for the attackers, Tony, they're one of the themes that one has to look. They're a team that we have come accustomed to sitting back and defending. But from their first game, we have seen a new look attackers, and they are actually playing by their name. They are attacking. So far in this, the second half, that is 2 shots on goal. And they could have easily been, in the 47th minute of play, they could have easily been 1-0 up.
It's wonderful work there from Kurtz and Bade. They are releasing that rocket of a shot, but the equal to the task was the youngster in the Spartans goal there. And whether or not he appears as though he will have a lot of work to do, because attackers, they are on the attack. Mason miscontrolling there and having to chase and just losing out to the attacker there for Spartans FC. Here is Miguel Walker moving away from the ball as Rouse, the goalkeeper. Probably it seems as though he just misjudged the bounce a little bit on the pace, and not being able to collect and giving away a corner kick. It's the first corner kick for the Spartans SC. And they're taking their time. No one has been going to the ball, but it's the early days yet in the second half, that is. And it's almost as if they not sure.
Indecisive as who should take the corner kick, but it's going to be the man Thomas who is going to step up to take this corner. Thomas George. As we again extend condolences on behalf of the AFA on the passing of his mom. What happened there? Loses out. And here comes the speedy man. Oh, good tackle there by Rogers. To be precise. And it's also good to see the number 10 back for Spartans. who would
It's
have
the number 10 for Spartans FC in the person of Jevon.
Javon, yes, Javon, who would have sustained that injury in the first game, was taken to the hospital, but it's good to see him back on the pitch.
Well, like I said earlier on, both teams have just looked a little bit more purposeful. Probably would have talked it over in the halftime meeting, and you're looking for all 3 points here. But the ball is with attackers at the moment. They're in the attacking third, trying to create. They're going to look to create something from a throw. The appears as though it's going to be, is that Brooks? So a long throw coming in, heads going up, headed away there, and it's going to be a corner kick there for the Attackers FC.
Below, so it's going to be the first substitution for this second half. It's going to be the man Jackson, who is going to make his way in. We will see for whom. In the meantime, it's going to be a corner. Ball swung in, heads going up. Oh, and the ball, it curl, and ricochets off the top of the crossbar and goes out for a goal kick. Quickly taken by George. Sure.
Number 25, Mario, they're not reading it well at all. That's number 17 in Jaheim Lynch, putting it into touch for a throw. We've seen the attackers have some players warming up as well. So Riley taken to, here's cleared, and it's cleared further to the right, but it's Brooks who picks up, tries to chip it with his left boot, not getting the correction as well as good. And here you see cleared there again. Cardine having a shot at goal, but blocked there.
And it would be interesting. It would be very interesting should Cardinal score against Spartans, because if you know that Cardinal plays in the junior league for Spartans.
Cross coming through, but nicely cleared there by George. Only as far as the boot of Brooks, Khalid Brooks. There's a veteran there in Terrence Castle Rogers trying to find, who's that beard? Here is Cardinal. Chips over. Nice control there by. Nice control there by Beard. And I think he deserved that goal. He's been playing very well this afternoon, both from midfield and an attack, and just bringing it down nicely and leashing the left booter in center of goal. Keeper was equal to the task, but not equal enough. It just knocked all through his leg, and it's 1-0 in favor of the attackers. A long-awaited goal that they were searching for from the opening, the onset of this game.
So in the 53rd minute of play, the deadlock has been broken. It is the man Baird showing up for the attackers, and it's 1-0 in favor of the attackers. Now we see the substitution. It's Jackson who is going to take the space of Amani Richardson.
Well, is this a sign of things to come, as the gates are going to be opened up now for the Attackers FC? Here is Rogers. Rogers has not been on with his passes today at all. Has given a chunk of the ball away there in the Attackers midfield. It's going to be a throw-in for the Attackers FC. They have just gone ahead 1-0. Ball been chipped over. Nice movement there but just a little too hard for the player there. Is that look like Blackwell? The ball is with Brooks. Squares find Bade, the goal scorer. Bade's been challenged here by Miguel. Here's Mason. Finds Brooks. Brooks trying to find Casa, but not getting through. And here is the number 25, Mario, and making a meal of it. Keeper reading and reeling well, Millington.
He had opportunity. He had opportunity to control that ball, take the ball closer to the goal line. There was a man in the area as well who was waiting. Was a man in the penalty area waiting.
Here's Rogers.
Mason is also asking for that change. So I'm not sure if he has pulled something. But Mason has signaled to his bench and said, I've had enough. I've had enough, and it's time for me to make way for fresh legs. Oh, did he walk on the ball? Did he walk on the ball? Did he walk on the ball? Flack stays down. Flack stays down.
Oh, possibly.
Flack stays down.
We'll definitely need to see that replay, but it doesn't appear as if...
It appeared that he stepped on the ball, and it wasn't a foul, and so the flag stayed down. Referee Rouse was a long way from the play, and so he could not have made a call. The call was made by his assistant, who said, no foul.
Or maybe that's why we're seeing why Mason is asking for a sub, because he had all the time in the world with that ball, and he just allowed the player to almost get ahead of him. Had he not stepped on the ball, then that could have spelled danger for the attackers as well.
Nice.
Let's see clearance. The ball is with Chadwick. Chadwick finds Cardenet. Cardenet's been bundled off the ball, and he would have winning a throw there for his efforts. Well, we're seeing Joel down on the changing area, and not too sure who he will be coming in for, because we're seeing here where
it's a handball. That is a handball. And no, Joel plays as a striker, so I'm not sure what.
Well,
it's going to be a double change, in fact, for the attackers. It's going to be a double change for the attackers.
So it's going to be
Joel for Cardenet. In the sure, I know it's striker for striker. Joel for Cardenet. And the second substitution is yes.
I'm not too sure
Mason.
how. I think it's all the days yet to make that substitution, because I think Cardenet was doing well.
But you have to remember that Cardenet would have played a game earlier today.
He played a game earlier today.
Because he would have played in the junior league.
Okay.
You know,
But
my take on it though, Tony, is that if you had a player who would have played in the junior league, why start them? Why start them in your first 11 in the senior league? Why not bring them off at a half time?
Well, I have a question for you. At that age, how would you say your motto would have been? Here,
well, the motto works perfectly with Chadwick putting on the 60th minute of play, putting one in the back of the net. The The defense has been broken down, ripped apart, ripped to shreds. I tell you what, the attackers are 2 goals up. In the 59th, and the stroke of the 59th minute of play, it is 2 goals to nil in favor of attackers.
Again, we've seen where Alwick is throwing up his hand there, gesticulating as to asking what went on, but Chadwick had all the acres of space at the back there, nicely chipped over for him to run onto, and did finish well.
Yes, and if you notice what happened there, the ball was stripped over, and it took out about 4 players one time. And so Spartans would be wary of playing this high line that they're playing, because if you cannot get back and you don't have the legs to go with the like of a Chadwick is fast. He is fast. Yes. And he did not even use speed there. It was just his quality. He took his time and he walked into the area and put the ball where he wanted to.
Nice move there from Beard. Finds Riley up the line. Riley just beats the man easily. Dribbles past one, dribbles further to his left and squeeze nicely. And is that Joel? Chadwick missing. He should have been able to finish one. Here is Rogers. Again, trying to find a player there in the center forward position. But winning it again is the attackers. Here is Riley. Challenge momentarily. Blackwell having a shot at goal, but way wide.
2 things I want to speak about, 21. That play here, that would have been a tremendous goal had that one gone into the back of the net. Because the play was created in their own half. He won the ball, and it was played up the line. He had to get away from the challenge, and that number 17 has to be very careful for Spartans, because he has been trained some very reckless challenges. And so he has to be mindful that he doesn't catch the players, because he will really draw the referee's attention if he catches the player. Those challenges are very careless.
Yeah, these Spartans defenders are living dangerously. They've even gotten worse. It's a man, Bones over there, just being put to task there by the youngster in that roast. But his attackers coming away with it. Nice through ball there. It's Walton again. He's fast. Well, Samuels, that is. Not, I almost said Chadwick Walton, the cricketer. The goalkeeper boots the ball upfield. Finds Brooks. Brooks trying to find, is that Bones? Bones cleared both man and ball, and here is ball. Oh, poor play there by the Spartans. By the Spartans team. Very, very poor playing there. Giving away another corner again. And they're trailing 2-0. They'll certainly need to organize themselves better, Millington.
And here is an opportunity again. They have height, they have size. That is attackers. And they are into the air. It's going to be a corner kick. Swinging. Head's going up. Ball falls to Joel. Joel taking a year and a half to get the shot off. And it is Jackson who comes away with it down the left flank for Spartans.
Jackson moving. Action Jackson, but met there by the defense there for attackers. Jackson. Well, that's Miguel trying to get around his man, but here comes, is that Khalid Brooks? And the keeper is going to say, just take it easy. I'm going to have it under control. Boots the ball upfield, finds Riley. Riley's been met there and challenged here by George, who commits the foul. So see, they send a circle here. here is Bade. Talisman for the attackers. Finds Riley. Riley trying to return the favor, but the ball is booted away there by the number 10 player in the person of Jevon. So Millington, how do you see these? What are your thoughts on these two teams, especially the Spartans? They have the likes of the Western Predators, the Eagles Claw. Do you think it's going to be a challenge between those teams to at least get 3 points?
Well, football is played on the day, not by name. And, it is, and I'll say that to Tony, because one would have expected that the Eagles Claw to come away with 3 points over Western Predators.
Why would you have said that, though?
And with the likes of the man Kentish George and the man Poodle, they had a umpteen opportunities. They had opportunities that they didn't bury. And so when you don't make use of your opportunities, it turn around to haunt you, turn around to bite you. And we saw that yesterday. Both teams had a number of opportunities. But I think that the Eagles Claw could have buried that game in the first half. They could have buried that game in the first half. There were 2 beautiful goals scored by Duncan, but he went midfield, then defense, and then we noticed what happened. When he came back up front, he was not solved. The ball wasn't getting to him. And then when the ball got to him, he wasn't finishing all of a sudden. There was a miscommunication between the forwards and the midfield yesterday, and I think that they took too much time talking on the field rather than playing football. They are very talkative on the field, getting to one another. It's about almost want to bite off one another's head on the field. And the team spirit for the Eagles Claw has to be better in order for them to play better football. But we saw what happened last year. The Predators, they took their beating, and they have come back this year and said, well, it's time for somebody else to take what we faced last year. And so they have switched place momentarily with Eagles Claw.
Well, as we get back to the game here, it's attackers in the ascendancy, leading some 2-0 and looking to increase the lead. But the Spartans, they have other ideas as to see how best they can at least claw a goal back and try to at least force the attackers to defend for the latter portion of this encounter. But they've got their work cut out. They certainly need to be stringing a lot more passes and pushing men a lot further forward and hoping that they would not be caught on the counter attack. Here is the Spartans team, but cleared away there by the attackers.
One thing, Tony, we noticed that last year that the attackers had much older legs, and so they defended a lot. What I'm seeing here now is that attackers look a much fitter team, the more fitter team on the park.
Well, they've got a couple of players from Trinidad and Tobago specifically who have assisted them very well, in the likes of the number 7, Riley, Kurtzen Bade. You've got Blackwell. They are the ones who are doing the brunt of the build-up play and the passing, etc. And coupled with the likes of Rashid and Kassa, Khalid, Javil, and the likes, they have at least kept themselves together as much as possible. They were, in fact, leading the nice true pass. Here is Blackwell trying to thread the needle, but Rogers, with somewhat of a limp,
Yes, it's not moving
there,
freely at all.
he would have picked up that knock in the first half, but he's still, at least what we're saying, well, I'm going to tough it out. Here is Riley.
Doing human service as his brother is missing. And so, oh!
What's that? Almost looked very comical there by the goalkeeper.
Almost. You said almost. You said it looked very comical. The ball was rolling over the net, the line. He picked it up. He attempted to trade out and realized that,
like
what a mistake. What a mistake I just committed. And it's not like that he was going back over the line. All he could have done was to throw himself on the ground and cover his ball.
Well, we're into the 71st minute of play. The ball is with the Spartans. Rouse dribbles past Bones and have him, he himself is dribbling past himself, and then the end, not able to pass Brooks. Rouse is one of those very energetic but aggressive and over aggressive, I would say, kind of player type, and always wants to be in the pick of things. And so here is so taken quickly, cut out there by, is that Brooks again? And we can tell you that it's going to be the Diamonds FC versus the Ducks United. Ducks have already started warming up on the side outside of this game. If she big shot coming, but that one is way wide. And we've seen where Van Persie would have sent a couple more of his players to warm up because he's running out of time to get something from this game, Millington.
Indeed. I'm looking to get something, or if not a draw, to at least again make that goal difference looks a lot different.
So, number 18, the player of Charlon Connor, giving way to
Number 18 is on. Number 18 is on.
who came out as number 19.
Number 17 came on.
So here is Blackwell trying to thread the needle. Well, the ball is back with Casa, who goes to, is that Samuels, but offside is Joel. So Renato would have entered the field for Jaheim Lynch. Yes. And
That name always ring a bell. Tony
Morton.
Renato Morton. Very namesake.
Yes, and tragically lost his life actually in Trinidad as well. Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah. Well, it appears it's going to be free kick on just about maybe about 10, 12 yards from the 18 yards box. Oh, not quite dead center, but close. And if Thomas Judge can really decide what he's going to do, because I think what he does is tries to kick with a lot of power and then just gets the power, but then the height is way over the bar. So let's see. All this time he went low on the wall, equal to the task. And Bones is being moved off the ball. Is that by Rouse? Nice cross coming in, heads going up, but
offside.
okay, he's um, been called offside. Good call there by Corwin, who would have certainly missed a few this evening. But Brooks boots the ball upfield. Rogers with a strap on his knee, and not too sure why he's still playing with men on the bench, really. But
well, you can have bodies on the bench, but with the heart of Rogers. The coach is saying a 40% Rogers is better than much.
Well, that's not good on the coach, because if he's going to say 40%,
it's a matter of, Tony, at times we have to know what we have. We have to know what we have. And so
nice move by Beard, cuts back.
Wow.
That's dangerous.
It's goal. It's a goal, but Jackson is not going to get away with that, is he?
And I'm looking at the landing. The player landed kind of awkwardly.
But it was a dangerous play.
I do hope that everything is all right, because he acted almost like he almost came down on his head.
It was dangerous.
Really. It's not the best of sight to see at all.
He may just need the stretcher. He might just need that board.
Well, let's hope not.
It was not a good sight. And he came down, the way he came down, he went up high and he landed very awkwardly. Oh, man. That's not what you want to see on a football field.
Did referee Rose made a call?
No, he
not
didn't.
Seen?
He didn't.
Did he? It seemed as though.
But that was reckless.
Very, very reckless.
That was reckless. That was reckless. He didn't make contact with the player. But it is not whether he made contact. It is the attempt. It was reckless.
Oh, yeah.
My. We would just hope that he is, if not able to continue, that for safety measures is taken off, but that nothing severe has transpired.
Well, it's good. It's a good thing that we have not seen this stretcher being called, and that's a good sign. He's sitting up.
Yes.
So, yeah, those falls could be very dangerous. As I was saying to my fellow commentator last evening, Doc, that while I really enjoy this game of football and would play it rain, sun, air, rooftop, housetop, as the case may be, it has its pros and its cons. But certainly the benefits for me has outweighed the knocks that I would have taken, because I can recall that I was actually goalkeeping for the Lions in the latter part when the goalkeeper didn't show up, and I dove for a ball and dove and collected the ball, and with the kick, the attackers trying to kick the ball, the flow of the foot came through and hit me right in my forehead, and it almost appeared as if my neck went back up in my shoulders. So I know how it is when it comes to the heavy knocks of this really great sport. But
all right, so it was bad, and he's on his feet.
Yeah, that's good.
His hand is being bandage up.
Yeah, which he probably fell in the effort to break the fall. Yes, I've got one of those as well too.
It was awkward.
Yeah,
It
so
was very awkward.
yeah. Well, it's good
But
to see the young man
it's good to see that
running to
he's
the
up and
sideline.
that
That's
he's going
good.
to continue.
Yeah.
Yes, it doesn't matter if it's your opponent. You never want to see these things in any sport at all.
Yeah.
You want to see a good game. Even if it's physical, you do not ever want to see somebody being stretchered off or cannot continue because of a damaged limb. That is not what you want in sports at all.
Well, the good thing about that as well, because he was the one who created that that opportunity. It's a good thing that on top of that fall, the ball ended up into the back of the net. So I'm certainly sure that he will at least feel even a bit better when it comes to the knock and the injury that he would have picked up. So 3-0. We are into the 81st minute of play. And just to remind you that stay with us, and because at the bottom of the hour, we will have a big featured encounter this evening. Would be the Docks United versus the Diamonds FC, and it's going to be an interesting game here this evening. So Attackers leading 3-0. The veteran Casa trying to get around the player there in the walls again. That's a good move there by Casa. He looks like he's starting to be a little better now. Here is Brooks. Comes wide to Beard. Beard finds Riley. Riley plays from ball position. Cuts inside. Nice pass to Blackwell, but just going too far forward. And it's an offside call there and Blackwell. But good move, Millington.
It's a tremendous move. Good overlapping. And when you are accustomed to play one with another, it's what happens, And it was a really good transition there. But in the end, offside call against Blackwell.
You see, free kick taken. It's going up. Here is Spartans. Ball is with Brooks. Blackwell loses out there to Rose. Cleared away there by Khalid Brooks in central of the attackers' defense. Here is you're going to see another change. It's number 26. That's Kivoy. Yeah, Kivoy would be one of those players who have played for a number of years. Here's Rose. Shot at goal, but way too high. And no damage. Yes. Feels as if attackers looks as if they are going to take all the spoils. Nice move there by Riley. And here's Rogers. Brooks finds Rogers. I wonder how long would Lake keep up that pressure. Millington, he's been pressuring. Here is Riley. Here is Riley. Here is Riley. Here is Riley. And it's goal number 4. That one is too easy, Millington.
Well, he took out Rogers, and Rogers could not get back. He went to his left. Rogers was out of the play, and it was basically the goalkeeper to beat.
And I'm saying again, Rogers is very speedy, and I would want to believe that both Coach Doc and Van Persie should save him from himself.
Yes, you are down. It is no how that you're going to come back in this game, and you're not going to win it. You're not going to draw it. So you can only do more damage to Rogers. So pull him out.
Yes. Well, it seems as though Van Persie is asking, "Do you want to come out?" But he wants to stay on the field. I think he's.
But no player, Tony, wants to come off of the field. It doesn't matter what sport you are playing. No player wants to come off of the field. But it is up to the coach to make that tough decision and say, you know what? This is not about today. This is not about today. I don't care what happens today. I want you for tomorrow. I want you for the future. And so if your future means more to me than today, off you come. It doesn't matter what you want to do. At the end of the day, I want you for the future.
Well, you would want to think that Rogers would want to come up, but he's basically doing his team a disservice there, because he's very speedy as well. And I know had he had the good knee, he would have made a chase for Riley, but couldn't do so. Here we see throw coming in, partially cleared there, heads going up. And it's going to be another throw into the Spartans FC. You see the Diamonds warming up from that other end. And certainly looking to see the Diamonds playing a good game, Millington, here tonight.
Indeed, and Diamonds taking on Docks United. And that game is anticipated to be a good one. It's anticipated to be a good game. And so
it's going to be a throw-in for Spartans FC into the 87 minutes of play. And that was the man Lake there getting his first touch. Yeah, I was there, he can't get up.
And he's getting up, but he's getting up in segments.
He's not getting up. I'm not laughing at him, but he's getting his first touch, just getting onto the field, forcing, and is he cramping up or something? Probably pulled something.
Well, Javon was trying to be medics.
Well, it's 4-0 in favor of the attackers. All 4 goals coming in this final half, Millington. Would you say that attackers came out a little bit more purposeful in order to get goals into the back of the net? Maybe the Spartans FC too, they started pressing a lot more and leaving some spaces at the back. And but we've seen some good goals taken so far.
Yes, indeed, and not only that, but as I said, I would have alluded to Tony, the fitness of attackers would have played a key role. We have seen where they are both fitter and faster than Spartans. And that's not what we are accustomed to say at all, but yes, today it is what it is. It's a fitter, faster attackers.
Lake is trying to get back on the field, but he looks. What?
He's in an offside position, and I'm not sure where he wanted the ball, Tony.
No. You see, partially cleared there by Javier Brooks, Jackson, not aggressive Jackson. Jackson trying to dribble and tackling again. Um, here is Walker. Ball is with Jackson. Jackson trying to beat
Why is
him,
he
man.
going back there? But why is Jackson going back there? He had two players waiting for the ball, and he's running straight back into traffic. And now it is going to be. And the referee has
no.
called because
Oh,
it is a foul. It is a
could you
foul.
explain it there to me, please?
It is a foul. His elbow is what he used
No.
to rid the player. His hand came up, but his elbow. He was trying to shield, but in trying to shield, he got his elbow to the face of the player first. That's what I saw. I could be wrong. I could be wrong, but what it appeared to be from my vantage point, I'm not saying that's what it is, but that's what it seemed to be, Tony. His hand came up, and it appeared that his elbow caught him before the outstretched hand.
All right, well, referee Rose was there on the scene, and he did make the call, and we're going to see the number 27 player for Spartans FC in the person of in the person of Javier and Gale.
And if you're familiar, you would know that that is the brother of.
Is that the brother of Jaron Gale?
Jaron Gale.
Oh.
Man who scored a hat-trick last night.
What looks certainly stark in terms of structure and stature. Totally two different type of.
Yes.
Yes.
Body structure very much different.
Well, we'll see how much time he will get. And with 27, Gale is coming on for Walker. Well, Miguel Walker has put in a shift, good shift on the old legs.
Oh, yeah, he really has played 90 minutes.
Yes, couldn't help his old team today. So it's throw taken. Here is Samuels trying to have a shot on goal, but that one is not going to trouble the keeper at all. And it's going to be 4 minutes of added time. Already played a minute into the second minute of added time. Here is Lee. One there by Brooks. There's Joel. Joel all the way back. Rogers. Trying to find Riley, but not getting through. There's Rogers. Attackers are just knocking it around now. Millington, they probably say, well, we've got this in the bag. As was Blackwell trying to go past the player, but Jackson, who's looked very energetic and aggressive, Millie. He's dribbling players across the board. Millington is man Jackson.
If you notice what happens to Jackson, he dribbles very selfishly, and then loses the ball.
Well, here is Blackwell. Nice true pass. This could be trouble. Oh, is that going to be an infringement?
Outside.
Certainly. This time.
It is a foul, but it's outside the. It's going to be a card.
Yes, so this is possibly going to be the final kick of this game here in Millington. Because we have already exhausted the 4 minutes of added time. And it's a free kick just on the edge of the 18-yard box, more to the right side of the goalkeeper, to the left side of the attacking third of the attackers. And the keeper has set his wall to cover the right side. It's Blackwell and Rogers. Well, wall stood its ground and the ball has been cleared away. And here's a sheer shot coming on goal.
And it's a goal.
No. Almost going in the back of the net.
Offside.
Well, offside. An interesting one. Interesting one. But the goalkeeper almost making a mess, a meal of it. What? Oh, that has to be it.
I guess the restart of the game, that will definitely be the end of the game. We are into the 56th minute of play. Referee Rouse puts the whistle to his mouth and is waiting for that goal kick. Has been taken.
Well, I'm not too sure. Referee Rose is probably playing 8-10 minutes.
That's it.
I almost think that it was even too long. But there you have it. It's the Attackers FC playing in the blue strip. Victorious 4-0 over the Spartans FC playing in the purple strip. Millington, your thoughts on the game and the second half that you've seen so far?
Well, Tony, Attackers, the better team, and they have 4 goals to show for it. Clearly, they show that they were the fitter team. They ran rags around Spartans, and they with an injured Rogers, the defense was absolutely no challenge in the second half for the Attackers. And the Attackers coming away deservingly so with a 4-0 lead, win in this encounter, and 3 deserving points to the Attackers.
Yes, certainly, and I must say commiserations to the youngster in the Spartans goal, because he kept well, had a few errors, but made some timely saves as well, because it could have easily been 6-7. And the Spartans will certainly revisit the playing field, the drawing board, and try to restructure and regroup and possibly come back for another game. We know that they had a game in hand for the passing of one of their players, Thomas George. It was good to see Thomas on the court as well, because maybe he could have decided, well, he was just take the time, to grieve the passing of his mom. So, and with that said, we were happy to bring you the first encounter, but stick and stay with AI Live, because we've got the featured match coming up at the bottom of the hour. It's the Ducks United FC, the team that placed second in the tournament last year. They'll be doing battle against the Diamonds FC, the new and improved Diamond FC. Until you get the cue from us, we go back to Master Control. Until then.